As I'm getting older, chip upon my shoulder, rolling through life, you roll over and die. La 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 la.
Hey guys, it's Streed, and today I'm going to be reviewing Gente d'Onore, aka People of Honor.
People of Honor, aka Death Walks With Them, was directed by Folco Lully, who plays the main character, the Guide. This was the only film he directed. It's an obscure mafia drama about a group of men traveling together across the country to board a boat to evade the police for their crimes. As they travel, one by one ends up dying in various ways while being pursued by the police. I don't know most of the people who starred in this. I don't even remember the characters' names, but I recognize this actor, Sara Urzi, who played Vitali, Apollonia's father in The Godfather. He has a bigger role in this film. He plays a very cowardly man who is later murdered by the fiancée of someone he killed for no reason. I first discovered this film while looking on YouTube for Italian dramas to watch, and I came across this one, and the poster intrigued me. This movie has a very slow, methodical feel to it. Very similar to a road movie, despite most of the journey being walking. This movie makes the mafia look like low-life, petty scums who get their just desserts during their perilous journey to freedom, which is inevitably futile.
This movie is very, very obscure. I'm actually the first to review this movie, because I've checked on YouTube and there are absolutely no reviews of this movie, which is a real shame because this is not that bad of a movie. Yeah, it doesn't really stand out that much, but it is certainly a compelling, sort of small-scale movie, and it deserves to be seen more. Now let's get on to the strengths. The strengths are, the acting is great. The cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what it is with Italian movies, but they are perfect when it comes to cinematography. Even the trashiest, even the dullest Italian movies, things like in the Eye of the Hurricane, that movie was pretty dull and not. It was pretty uneventful, but the cinematography in that movie was absolutely gorgeous. So idyllic. And the music is also really catchy. The main theme that plays throughout the film, and they don't play it too much, but the main theme that plays throughout the film it's really catchy, and it kind of sounds like something out of The Godfather. And the story is pretty compelling, even if the characters aren't entirely all fleshed out that much. They are still pretty interesting to watch and how they interact with each other. And they're all pretty much bad guys. They're all kind of dicks to each other, especially Sara Urzi's character, who's he's like a cowardly dude who killed this one dude for no reason. Like, it's never explained why he killed him. Even the wife is like, "You didn't even know him," So that didn't make much sense. I wish they would have elaborated more on why he did that, because I don't know, maybe he was just a thrill killer. And now on to the weaknesses, and thankfully there's not that many. Some of the subtitles have typos in it, but they're not big typos to where you can't understand what's going on at all. It's just here and there, so that's a small complaint. And the guide, Folco Luli, he's pretty fucking stupid at times. He's honestly not that great of a leader. In the film, they're instructed to all stay together and stay low. Try not to, talk to people or separate from the group, or make yourself known, because these guys are on the run. They got to get the fuck out of here. But the leader lets this one dude see his girl, and he ends up getting shot. And he lets this other guy go to buy a lamb, and at first he's like, "Wait a minute, you can't go buy a lamb, you might be seen." And then everyone else is like, "Why not? I want a lamb, I'm hungry, I don't want to eat these beans." And I was thinking, tough shit, you idiots, you're on the run. You can't be having 4-course meals when you're on the fucking run. So of course, the dumbass guide, he lets him go out, and he gets the lamb, and the dudes who are selling them the lamb, they just shoot him, which doesn't make that much sense. They didn't even really know them. I don't even think they knew they were convicts or anything, because from what it looked like a pretty reasonable transaction. Like, he bought the lamb, he was walking away, and they were just sitting behind him, and then just all of a sudden, like, oh, we want to kill you now. So they kill him, and then he lets he lets Sara Urzi's character go out at night, because, like, he doesn't even make it, he pretends he's asleep. He wakes up and he sees him leave, and he knows he's leaving, but he's like, oh well. Like, he doesn't even stop him. I would have been like, hey, fat fuck, get back in here. But no, he lets him go out, and that eventually gets him killed by the fiancé lady. And a score on her is she doesn't kill the rest. She actually lets them go. But most, in most revenge situations, it's like, if you're trying to get a guy and there's any other guys with him, you're like, oh, kill the others too. But she was actually smart enough to be like, okay, you guys are good. I just wanted to kill this guy, so see ya. And there's a scene where they kill a real snake violently. I don't know which, I can't remember which character does, but one of them smashes a bottle on the snake and, like, stabs it, and it's obviously a real snake, which is pretty hard to watch. I hate animal abuse. Out of all the, I can take the other flaws, but come on, don't abuse real animals. Come on, that's a bit fucked. Honestly, this was a pretty good movie. I love the soundtrack, I love the acting, the cinematography. It really shouldn't be as obscure as it is. Like, it's nothing super special, but I think it's still worth a watch. It's an interesting adventure film. You know, like one of those Bandit on the Hills movies. It sort of reminded me of The Great Escape a little bit. Sort of, yeah, it did kind of remind me of The Great Escape. If I was to give this movie, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, honestly. It's pretty good. Nothing super special, but it is still definitely worth a watch. Well, guys, that was my review, and I will see you all next time.